Well, hey there guys, Elton here. Good evening to you, or late afternoon, it depends how you see it. It's, I don't know, I think almost 5 p.m. Saturday, May 25th, 2019. And I figured it's been a while since I did a walk here on Avenue du Parc, but I like to call it more Park Avenue because that's what it was always fucking called until, of course, the city and the French they all started freaking out, worrying about losing the language, so it became Avenue du Parc. Et je peux dire ça, by the way, parce que je suis francophone aussi. I'm also a francophone, so I can say what I just said. There's some nicely built, nicely detailed, antiquated buildings on this street here. Not this one. There's obviously a, kind of a renewal process going in this area. And it's just a few drops coming down, so I figured why not take advantage of that and make a walking before video, because I got a feeling it's going to start to pour and I'm probably going to end up taking this Arctic scrap over here, because as much as I hate these buses, well, it beats walking, and there's a kid next to me with an Expos hat. I like that. Bring him back. The dad gave me a thumbs up. I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not a sports fan, but the Expos are a part of Montreal's legacy, just like the Canadians, So it's important if they can come back in action here in the city. Boy, are these ever beautiful buildings. My goodness. So many ornate details. Yeah. Look at the side of this. Actually, it looks like a fancier version of my father-in-law's Toyota Highlander. Yeah. Now, I should say that this part of town is called the Mile End District, and the Outremont District is next to here. It's left towards over there. And if you've got a problem with Jews, do not come and live in this area, because this is a highly populated Jewish area. And there's a good-looking Taurus over there. I can't believe Ford is going to stop making this. I mean, I know it's not a very exciting car, but I could think of a lot more boring cars you could get as sedans than this in that class anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. Fucking bean counters, Fucking bean counters. Yeah. I'm just moving really slowly now because of the fact that I've been walking quite a while earlier in the plateau, which is near here, adjacent to the Mile End. And it's funny, you know what I just saw a few minutes ago? Fucking blew my mind. I saw this in a thumbnail for a video. It was a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, the really expensive SUV, but it was a 6x6 for Christ's sake. It had tandem wheels in the back, like a dump truck, Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know, I'm starting to think, is it me, or is it every time I do a walking video on this street, I think there's only one that was sunny. Look at all that medieval looking type of building, Yeah. Hey, that's a good song. It's from the 90s. That's it. That's the spirit. Must be Sean playing that. Yeah. Oh, so many vintage elevators I would love to see and film in some of these buildings, There's speaking of vintage, or it looks vintage. I got a bike like that. A friend of mine gave it to me, CCM, but it's a woman's bike. Yeah. Mackinson. Yeah. Interesting about this street, I think this is the only street in the city where, now you see it's one lane on each side, right? But the middle lane can go either way, as you can see. So now it's in the northern direction. And there's the indication right there in the middle there, that traffic light there with the LED light. Yeah. But you can see it's not a poor area, that's for sure. Not a poor area. No. You see a lot of luxury cars like that, man. It's high rollers, man. As much as I shit on rich people a lot of times, it's stupid of me to do that, because they do create jobs. They provide employment. They provide people's living, Look at that. Look how there's almost no wind. Look at those. Oops, sorry about that. Look at those flags are all still as the wind. Yeah, by this church here. Yeah. Sorry, church under renovation, I should say. You know? I think the last time I came around this area I was floating around was when I was with one of my bikes, actually. Yeah, just typical design of these apartment buildings here. They all look like they were built in, I would say, in the 30s, 40s, mostly. Oh yeah, you see, there's a raindrop. We gotta clean the camera. Yeah, you know, the wind is coming from the south when it's bringing in all the that warmer air from the south, from the St. Remy farms there. You can smell the manure. As George Costanza once said, you know, manure is not a bad word. You got your ma and you got your newer. See? Oh, nettoyeur à la grecque. The Greek cleaners. No. It's actually translated to Greek style cleaning. Yeah, man. Not that I'm Greek or anything, but I'm a big fan of them. I would have made a great Greek me. I'm just like them. Highly opinionated, controversial, loudmouth, passionate about cars and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, now we're in an area where should be some Hasidic Jews around here. They're definitely a special bunch, that's for sure. But I gotta give them credit, you know, because they're continuing a tradition of wearing the way they dress, like they always have, like the Amish. Look, there's one right there, see? Even got a covering for his hat. And you know why I respect that? Because you guys, you know me well enough, I'm not a conformist, that's the thing. You know? I don't believe in conformity unless it's absolutely necessary. I.e., you know, ooh, look at this worst boxer. I.e., jobs, and you know, if you're married and have a family or both, well, both of those you have to conform, or else what the hell? You're going to be a lousy husband or a father. You know, there's the woman's wine, or generally the why, I don't know. There's me. C'est moi ça. I don't know how long I'm going to film this for. See that? They actually had to build this concrete. They had to build that part of the stop for the bus with concrete because these fucking goddamn buses, they weigh so goddamn much, they damage all the streets. They literally wear out the pavement, especially in the summer when it's hotter. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, lilas. That's a restaurant. Yeah, great architecture in this area. Great architecture. You know? Man, I want to see that friggin' 6x6 G-Wagon again. That was really unreal. I never thought I would. Honestly, I never thought I would see something like that. To me, that's like seeing a vintage Ferrari or Maserati. You know, it just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. You know. Look at this. Tons of fruit here. My God, I don't think I've ever seen a fruit store with so much fruit outside. That's a lot of work to put all that in there and then bring it back in again. You know, like wow. As Borat would say, wow, wow, wow. There's a dumpy looking place. Very, very sketchy looking. Very. Yeah. Mercedes with annoying ass headlights. See, this is the kind of car I look at and I think to myself, it looks like it has an identity crisis. You know, I know it's a Mercedes, but if you didn't see the grille, it could look like a number of cars. Honda Accord, Infiniti, Acura, etc., etc., etc. But that's like so many cars today. It's not the golden age of automobiles, unfortunately, and it never will be again because that passed us back in the 60s, right before I was born. Ha! Imagine that. The price of being old school. Check this out. There's a Nike logo, and it's written in Chinese. Well, there you go. You see something every day. You know? The chick didn't even react to when I said that. Oh, man. This looks like it has an N missing. Oh, snap! Oh, yeah, man. Right on. Woohoo! Florida mother. Oh, my God. I've never filmed a response before on Park Avenue. Fire trucks. Never. That's fucking amazing timing. I was just at station 32. 30, I mean. That's awesome. Holy cow, how many times have I been on that street? Woo! Flooring that mother, flooring that E1. Wow. Woo! That's awesome. Oh my God, that is friggin' amazing timing. I don't believe it. You know how many times I've walked on this street? You know how many fucking times I walked on this street here, Park Avenue, Avenue du Parc? That's the only time I've ever filmed a fire truck responding. I filmed ambulances, police cars, never a fire truck responding. I did see one responding once, and I did take a picture of it, and that was actually right before I started filming on YouTube, you know? You see, once again, old school style, not an antique though. That's amazing! Because like I always say, timing is everything. Timing is everything. There's that Volkswagen Jetta wagon I like. Nice color. Like I said, I'm partial to big vehicles, and oddly enough nowadays that is a big vehicle. Can you dig it? Wow, I'm blown away. Blown away. Next thing you know, I'm going to see a Porsche Speedster or something, or a, I don't know, Cadillac DeVille or some shit. Look at all these fucking boring colorless cars. Look at one after the other. Hey? And I'm sorry to say, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The more expensive the car is, especially high-end cars, the more chances are they're going to be black or gray, colorless. Look at that. Audi, Mercedes. Fucking shit, man. Talk about boring. If this was the old days, this would be a Buick Park Avenue Electra. Over here would be a Lincoln Town Car. There'd be a Toyota Cresta up there, and so forth and so forth. But no! That's life, man. That's the way it is in the big cities today. That's how it is. And yet, if you go to certain European countries, it's not unusual to see a Chrysler 300, for example, you know? Or a Cadillac. Because they love American culture. They love American cars like me. That's why they keep buying. They're still buying tons and tons of antique cars here in Canada, specifically because of our low dollar. So, yippers. Look at this old theater. Christ, I forgot about that. Is that the Centaur Theater, I think? Shit, man, this place looks amazing lit up at night. And you know what? One time my uncle was managing this band called Replay. It was a Beatles cover band. Blew my fucking mind. I had no idea it was going to be that amazing. My friend and I were dancing like crazy, and it was awesome. These guys, they would start the show, you know, doing da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum-dum, you know, doing the early Beatles songs dressed in the white shirts and the suits and everything. And then when they go into Sgt. Pepper and all that and doing Abbey Road, they would dress all crazy and funky, you know, like amazing. Amazing! And it's good actually for this, that the rain is staying nice and light. No troubles. Oh shit, something else is responding there. I just saw it, it went by, it's gone now. And look, there's an STM Crown Victoria. Yeah, enjoy those Crown Vics, boys, because they're not gonna last long. Yeah. I mean, those Crown Victorias, they stopped making them, let's see, 2019. That car is probably about 7 years old. I'm sure it's going out. I'd love to get another one responding though before they're all gone though. It'd be nice. You know? Yeah. I don't like the STM, but I love Crown Victorias. I don't care how rusted out they are. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Okay, well, I'm going to film one more block, and I think I'm going to call it quits after that. So, because now it's starting to rain harder, and you know, this camera's not waterproof. You know, electricity, water, don't mix too well. So, yeah. You're a strange animal. That's what I know. Look at this fucking place, top secret, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably jumped on the Arctic scrap after. I'm not sure. Come to think of it, no, maybe I'll just actually see if I can go to the orange the Metro Orange line instead, and yeah, I don't know, maybe oh, there's a nice Porsche here. Yeah, maybe I'll see I think I'm coming up to Van Horn. I think I'll take the 161 short ride, go to woo daddy, go to comment ça s'appelle, Rosemont Metro Station. Rosemont là, Metro Rosemont. Oh man, there's hard times here though. Look at this, closed, out of business. Yeah. Oh. Gotta keep an eye on this camera there. I don't want it to get too wet. It's not good, you know. So, right. Ooh, see, that translates to fresh kosher fish. You know? Yeah, dipanneur. I saw a dipanneur earlier. It has the worst sign I'd ever seen for a dipanneur. It was so not noticeable. The fonts for the word dipanneur were so small, I couldn't believe how cheap that was. Lousy sign. Lousy. Well, if you think I'm looking more at the buildings, maybe you're right, because I find it more interesting than what's on the street, frankly. At least anyway, more colorful too. Crying out loud. You know? Shit. You're a strange animal, that's what I know. Yeah, it's not the best area for cars, frankly. Seriously. You know? Look at this guy. Look at that. Wow. Yes, I'm filming you. You're going to be on YouTube, woman. Young lady with your funky foldable bike. I'm going to clean the camera now. It just occurred to me, I'm doing all this walk. I've been filming now for what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes easily, and I haven't mentioned any of the cross streets. I don't know why. It just completely escaped me. I guess because I'm a little tired. I've been walking. I was walking much more before that, you know. Look at that. Beautiful flowers. That's nice, eh? It's surprising to see, actually, because, again, you know, some of these buildings are quasi-ghetto or almost anyway, you know. So, yeah, coming up to La Rue Van Horn Street. And I think I might jump on the 161. I don't know. I think maybe I'll walk. If I don't take the 161, I'll start walking, I think, and just termination. Yeah. Just start walking because I like this area, so I think I just saw it go by on top of that, so whatever. Look how much there's less cars here, eh? Less businesses, maybe? You know? Oh, what's that? Oh, man. Oh, snap. That's fucking rare, though. Mercedes looks like an SL 500. Top of the line. Top of the line automobile. Riding along in my automobile. I wish I could sing that one day, you know? Actually be able to do that would be nice if some miraculous reason I could drive legally. That'd be nice. You know? It's kind of weird, eh? An entrance so recessed like that, all the way back like that. Yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing, there's one car you don't see a lot around here, I noticed, those Volkswagens, and that's because, especially the older Jews, they would never buy them and touch them into touch football because they're connected to Adolf Hitler. You know? Even though it's debatable that Volkswagen they weren't the ones that chose to build the Volkswagen Beetle, which was invented by Hitler, but you know, that it was Hitler that picked Volkswagen. Ooh. Oh man, that thing was slammed. That's the fucking lowest Charger I've ever seen. That's a good looking 1990s Lexus ES 250. Yeah. Yes, sir. A lot of bikes around here, eh? Oh Christ. That's the plateau Montreal'S like that. Le plateau, le Montreal'S, là. Suburban. Big ass fucking Suburban. The equivalent of my uncle's Escalade. Just kidding, Escalade. This guy's from New Jersey. There's an antique right here, man. I gotta take a piss now all of a sudden. Oh my god. Oh boy, where are we gonna go? I think I might be able to find a place here. So that's about it, guys. I'm gonna finish this right over here. And I want to thank you for watching, and I'm getting close to 25,000 subscribers. I want to also, thank you for subscribing, and I enjoy your comments. And also, by the way, any of you, by the way, who want to donate to the cause here, I really appreciate it. I do this full time. I only make enough money to pay the rent, maybe a bill or a bus pass, a little bit more in the winter, but these days, this month has not been good, month of May. And any other monies I make is from selling my vintage ads and photos online, which is not a ton, and that's really neat. And therefore, so if you want to send me a little donation via PayPal or an e-transfer if you're in Canada, it'd be great. I really appreciate it. My email is eltonmcfall, Elton like Elton John, McFall is McFall, and eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. And I was gonna get off this piece. I was gonna get on this piece of shit, but it's too long of a ride. I don't feel like it. Not feeling it. It's crap. So that's it, guys. CP line, by the way, runs right over here, almost parallel for a while with Boulevard Van Horn Street. There's another scrap. So there you go, guys. Again, hope you enjoyed it, and take care. Bye bye.